I don't have a solution to mass shootings, but I have one to gender reveal parties. You show up at the house with 2 cards. You open up the card for one, and if there's $1 in it, it's a boy, and if there's 75 cents in the other, it's a girl. I don't control the wage gap. I'm sorry, guys. You can write to your Congress, you can write to your senators about that. I have nothing to do with that. I'm just making a point. All the wildlife is saved, forest is good. Somebody's a little offended, so what? Vote. Oh, man. But it was nice, though, man. I was chilling. My job sent me home for like 4 weeks, paid. I'm sitting there watching, flipping through, watching the news, yeah, I'm on the conference call. Go ahead, I'm gonna be on mute for a minute. Pretend I was there. Seeing all the shit on CNN, man. White people, you almost fucked it up for us. Once again, we can't have nothing without somebody in there, up there at the Capitol, my home state of Michigan. Beautiful home state of Michigan. They got people up there plotting to kidnap the senator, and they got there with their assault rifles. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm like, let me tune in here. And what are they up there protesting? Oh, we want haircuts. We want to go to Applebee's. I'm like, oh, hell no. Y'all ain't about to fuck this up for me. I'm up here working on my 2K profile. I got my Madden game. I'm like, no, nobody needs to rush back. Let's just chill out for a bit. Man. Then the election shit started, same thing. Man, people started going crazy. And they couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle being in the house. I'm like, we got dispensaries on every corner. Netflix, HBO Max, they putting out all this shit. You motherfuckers can't stay in your house for a day. Man, please, out to the introverts, they're like, do not mock our lifestyle. We are doing just fine. The introverts know what I'm talking about. People were ready to ruin this thing. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I loved it. The only thing I hated was the grocery shopping. Like the whole toilet paper crisis and all that stuff. I was like cooking dinner for my girlfriend. I'm like, well, it's gonna look like an episode of Chopped today. These are the ingredients I have to cook with, babe. It's either that or we can be like the 900th person to order carryout, contactless delivery, and then have some 17-year-old kid up there at the door. Oh, sorry. Oh, now put it at the front door. You idiot. That's what your tip's for. Like, oh, man. But I got through it. The crazy shit, though, the craziest thing was that George Floyd thing. The George Floyd thing was the first time I think everyone had a chance to sit at home and see something that we've been talking about for like 35, 40 years. NWA and all them guys, man, we've been talking about that. And now all of a sudden, white America, not you guys, because you guys are here to see us, but white America, they panicked. Oh my God, what did he do? Why did he have a fake bill? And then everybody started panicking, and they were trying to figure out, like, how do we address this? Instead of, listening to us, we're just like, hey, just stop killing us. Treat us like the mass shooters. We'd like to have Burger King on the way to jail. Give us a Facebook status update, something, but let the punishment fit the crime. We ain't shooting at you guys, we're just reaching for a wallet. Like, just treat us the same. But what did white America do? Let's start putting commercials out. And then it was, Black Lives Matters, Black businesses, right? People like you. Discover card has Black business. Like, oh, here we go. We asked for that. And then we were like, hey, here we are again. Black people talking here. Hey, here's what we would like. And they're like, let's take Aunt Jemima off the syrup bottle. There we go. That's nice. Man, we don't give a fuck about that syrup bottle. You can put Kunta Kinte on that bottle. It's syrup. That is not what we are asking for. But if there was ever a bigger metaphor for America, that's it. Black people, we're telling you what we want. And white America's like, well, here's what we're gonna give you. We're gonna reboot the Wonder Years with an all-black family. Like, God damn it. I guess we'll take it, huh? I guess we'll take it then, because that's all we can do. It's something. Oh man, you guys are awesome. I'm glad you're laughing at this. People get, again, the sensitive thing, all the cancel culture and the snowflake stuff and all that shit, whatever. We forgot to laugh at a lot of things. Once again, white people, that's y'all fault. Cancel culture, the Me Too movement. How many black feminists have you ever met in your life? I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there.
Feminism was made for white women.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, ma'am. I'm glad a white woman said it. I will say this. There were a lot of things about that Me Too movement that saved a lot of marriages. Because men started thinking twice about cheating. It wasn't worth it. Women were out there like, yeah, girl, Greg got up this morning and was cutting the grass at like 9:30. He hasn't done that since we got married. Do you think he's still into? No. Greg has been watching the news. Greg knows it's not worth going out and cheating right now. You gotta wait for things to die down a little bit. See, men gotta remember, it's only a man's world because women allow it to be. So every once in a while, we have to get a reminder. Some of you men are old enough to remember the late 80s, early 90s when hip hop was at its peak and we were sitting there singing, "Oh, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks" by Dre and Snoop. Guess who's back in the motherfucking house with a fat dick for your motherfucking mouth? Hoes recognize, niggas do too. That's what was on the radio, guys. That's what was getting played. And then Lorena Bobbitt cut some guy's dick off. And Lisa Left Eye Lopez burned the half football player's mansion down. Then the movies started catching on. We started getting Set It Off and Waiting to Exhale and Dangerous Minds and all these women, these tough female roles. It was shit. But we didn't learn, did we, men? Because you fast forward another decade and the early 2000s roll around and we're back to it. These hoes ain't loyal. Move, bitch, get out the way. And all this silly shit. And once again, here we are. Here we are being reminded. So these things have to happen for us. Just a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. Same thing with stereotypes. Stereotypes are great because we live in a country where everyone is from everywhere. So I only say it's a stereotype if it's not true. All right? Here's a couple stereotypes in America that you may not think twice about. I'll give you a nice little simple one that's been in front of your face forever. Cereal. Nice and simple, cereal. Give you an example. Frosted Flakes are great, but you gotta be cuckoo to like Cocoa Puffs. Well, you gotta be crazy to like the black cereal, right? I won't even get started on Lucky Charms. If you are of any Irish descent in here, you should be outraged. That would be like if Corn Puffs had a little Mexican little puff named Elote that just mopped with some earphones on. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. I say it all the time, though. Sometimes things are just the way they are. Stereotypes are right in front of your face. Same reason you never meet like a black guy named Tanner or a white guy named Jamarcus. It's not done on purpose. That's just how some things are, right? Some stereotypes fill themselves. Why do black people like Air Jordan shoes so much? Same reason white people like New Balance shoes. There's no logic behind that, guys. It's just how it happens, you know? It's just how it happens. Pay attention to that. White guys got them New Balance shoes on. Those guys you ask for help in the hardware store. You don't ask the employees. You just look for that random white guy in there with shorts on and some New Balance shoes. He'll get you what you need. It's great, man. I love it. I love it. I tell you, man, these stereotypes, man, they save your life. They're good things, man. Sometimes you got to break down those barriers. Who's in a relationship in here? I want you to look up here. There we go. Perfect. Breaking down barriers in relationships. I told one of my best friends who was going through a divorce for the third time, you know. She just knew how to push his buttons, he knew how to push hers. Neither one of them wanted to admit they were wrong. And I said, listen, you guys just forgot the key words that you used to use when you fell in love with each other. Okay? When he comes home from work and the first thing out of your mouth is everything that he's doing wrong. Hey, he just spent 8 hours at a job with some bitch telling him everything he did wrong. He ain't trying to come home to that. Let him smoke a bowl, clear his head, whatever. Same thing for him. Let her do her thing. She ain't ready to hear your bullshit either, all right? But the thing they always fight about is her not being able to remember something, him not being able to remember a conversation, because they both just, it goes one ear and out the other. And I said, you gotta bring in the key words. This will save you, all right? So the next time, ladies, you're telling your man about how you and your friend Heather are going to the mall, or you went to the mall earlier, or you went out to dinner, and then Heather felt sick, and you told her she was pregnant, but she wasn't really pregnant. But then a week later, you're like, hey, we're gonna hang out with Heather. And he's like, who? And she's like, you weren't even listening to me last week. Ladies, next time you say we're gonna hang out with Heather, his response should be, fake tits Heather or HIV Heather? Because that's how men talk to each other. You'd be like, hey man, I'm thinking about getting back with Jessica. You'd be like, hey, Jessica who? You know, sloppy hand job Jessica, the braces. Like, okay, I got you, bro, I got you. Like, right? Now I know it sounds kind of harsh, ladies, But men, don't you think for one goddamn second women don't have them for us too. We're gonna hang out with Nick. Nick who? One Nut Nick or Baby Dick Nick? Be like, girl, I was talking about Nick from across the street. All right, guys, I'm Darrell Johnson. That's my time. Have a great night.